Most of you will know who this guy is. Those of you that don't, this is Michel Platini, one of, if not the greatest ever French footballers. He won 3 Ballon d'Ors in a row in the early 80s and used to be France's record goal scorer. Now, Platini was one of the all-time greats of the game. He was a legend at both Juventus and France, and he was actually voted the 7th best player of the entire 20th century. But he's not who I want to talk about today, because today I want to tell you about this guy. This guy is called Massimo Bonini, and he might just be the best midfielder that you've never heard of. He partnered Platini at Juventus during one of their most dominant periods in the early 80s. Together they won multiple Serie A titles, Coppa Italia, European Cup, European Super Cup, Intercontinental Cup. They won everything together. And while Platini was all football elegance, headline-grabbing statistics, goals and assists, Bonini was the hard-working, industrious midfielder, winning the ball in the middle of the park and providing the platform for the great man to excel. Now, the two midfielders may have been very contrasting in their playing styles, but they worked so effectively in tandem to the extent that Bonini in fact earned the nickname of Platini's lungs because of the amount of ground he used to cover on the pitch. There's a brilliant old story that tells of when Juventus president caught Platini smoking. He obviously told off his star man, but Platini said, "Don't worry, you shouldn't worry about me smoking because the important thing is Bonini doesn't, and he does all my running for me." Now, while Platini was off winning the Euros in 1984 with France, including 9 goals in just 5 games, Bonini was restricted to club football because his home nation, San Marino, didn't actually play an official game until 1990. Bonini had played for Italy's youth teams, and they repeatedly asked him to play for the senior side, a team who won the 1982 World Cup, let's not forget. But he was proud of his San Marinese heritage, and so he waited until his side officially formed before he made his international debut at the age of 31 in 1990. Now, because of this, Bonini would only ever play 19 San Marino games before retiring. But in 2003, when every UEFA nation was asked to name their best player of the last 50 years, it could be none other than Massimo Bonini, the only ever San Marinese player to win a UEFA competition. With no professional football in his home country, Bonini had to earn his time in the limelight the hard way, grafting his way through the lower leagues of Italian football before he put San Marino well and truly on the map.